So in the requisition supplier report, so we have prepared the query and we have passed the two parameters, and we have so we have completed the dependent list of values for the parameters. So now guys, the requirement is, for example, client say that for example, you take the example Lee supplies Lee S1 search. So your data coming, right? So whatever the data coming. So every requisition, for example, you take this requisition, different items are there. So this requisition, we have different items are there. So client saying that requisition number wise, split the data, requisition number wise, split the data and send to the respective delivery channel email. So for example, this requisition will split and send to the email. If this requisition will split and send to the email. So that kind of requirement they are expecting. Why? Because so this many requisitions are there for one supplier. So they difficult to see all the things, right? So they want to split the requisition number wise. So how many items are there? That items we need to send to the respective requisition super user email ID from the BI report. Understand, right? So that is called boasting concept. That is called boasting concept. Okay. So I will explain. So boasting is the mechanism to send the report output to. Posting is a mechanism to send the report output to various delivery channels. So the delivery channels are email is the most popular, second FTP, third web center content, three email, FTP, web center content, three printer fax. So email, FTP, web center content, printer, fax, etc. So there are the posting delivery channels. So client will send any of the posting delivery channels. One is email, one is FTP. So they will ask to send two emails. Sometimes they will ask to send FTP. So this FTP, web center content, printer, fax. So this printer and fax we cannot show here, but this three I will show you. Email, FTP, and web center content I will show you. Understand, right? Okay. So we need to send the report output to delivery channels. So what are the delivery channels are there? Email, FTP, web center content, printer, and fax. Okay. So the requirement, I will tell you 1 second. So the requirement is to send the report output to send to the respective delivery channel. Report output should send to the respective delivery channel. So not only complete report output guys. So sometimes clients say that I would like to send requisition number wise split the data, supplier wise split the data. Okay, item wise split the data. BU wise they want to split the data. So based on the client requirement, so we need to split the data and send to the respective delivery channel. So that is called busting. So this busting feature not there in the OTBI, Oracle Transactional Business Intelligence. So that we already completed. So this busting feature not there in the OTBA. So I think similar concept is there, but there we don't have option called these things, read by and deliver by. This option is not there in the OTBI. Someone will ask in interview. So busting feature there in the OTBI or not? You say that. So busting feature is there, but we will send the complete output. So we don't have option split by delivery by in the OTBI report. Understand, right? Okay. So I have one document with me. So that contains busting delivery channels. So email is one of the delivery channel that contains this many parameters are there. So I will tell you what is mean by parameters. So printer is the one of the delivery channel. So another one is fax. This is another delivery channel, web dev. And file, FTP and SFTP, web center content. So there are the busting parameters. So using these busting parameters, we are going to send the report output to respective delivery channel using these parameters. So how we are going to use these parameters in the busting, and the step by step I am going to explain in today class and tomorrow class. Okay, understand or not?
Yes.
So let me. I will explain the differences between the in older technology, EBS, Oracle apps also, EBS, Oracle apps also. We have older technology, Oracle apps, EBS also we have a busting. Okay, and Oracle Fusion also we have a busting, right? Someone will ask what is the difference between so Oracle apps busting and Oracle Fusion busting. So in EBS, we will use busting control file. In EBS, we will use the busting control file to send the report output. Okay, and there is a concept called concurrent program. So we map this busting control file in the concurrent program to send the output. But in Oracle Fusion, there is no control file concept. So there is no control file concept. There is a concept called busting query. Busting query we need to prepare and send the report output. Busting query we need to prepare and send the report output. So busting query we need to prepare and send the report output. Okay. So some of the anyway, I will send this document, but so this is the busting email parameters. Busting email parameters. Busting query we need to prepare and send the report output. So this is the busting email parameters. Okay. Till here, any questions you can ask me, guys. So if it is email, these parameters. If it is FTP, different parameters are there. So FTP, different parameters are there. So I will explain, guys, what I mean by FTP, what I mean by web center content. So the general I will explain anyway. So most popular delivery channel is email. Most popular delivery channel is email. Okay. So in busting definition, busting in Fusion, we have two sections. Busting in Fusion, we have two sections are there. Busting in Fusion, we have two sections are there. One, busting definitions. Busting in Fusion, we have two sections are there. Busting definition. We need to give the name, data source, and type. In busting definition, we need to give the name, data source, and type. In busting definition, we need to give the name, data source, and type. Okay. In busting in Fusion, we have two sections are there. So one is busting definition. Busting definition, we need to give the name, data source, and type. Second is busting query. Busting query, we need to prepare. Busting query, we need to prepare. So if you look at this one, the navigation is busting. So we have name, type, data source, and actions. So if you look at this one, so this name can be any name. Type should be SQL query. Data source should be. So this busting we are preparing in which module, FSCM or HCM or CRM. So use one FSCM. This report comes from the FSCM. So mention the FSCM here. Understand or not? So the most important thing in the busting we have to understand is split by and delivery by. Split by and delivery by. Split by and delivery by. The most important thing in the busting query we have to understand is split by and delivery by. So what do you mean by split by and what do you mean by delivery by? So I will prepare some sample data to explanation of the split by and delivery by list. So I will prepare some sample data here. So explanation of the split by and delivery by. So whatever the data model query is there, right? So whatever the data model query we have prepared, right? So that columns from the query, that columns from the data model query will bring in the busting here. So this columns requisition number, preparer name, supplier site, category name. So this columns coming from where? Data model query. Data model query. So that all the columns from the data model can be accessible in the busting definition or busting query. Understand or not? Okay. So requisition number wise split. Deliver by means what? So for example, requisition number wise, 3 records are there. Example I'm telling you. So that three records I want to send to the respective delivery channel. So this deliver by whatever you mentioned, that name should be mapped into the busting query. In the busting query, there is a concept called key. That key should be matched in the deliver by value. So that is the way. So how many records are splitting? That many records will be sent to the respective delivery channel. So that will be taken care by delivery by. Okay. Anyway, if I prepare some sample data, if I explain, you will easily understand. Okay. So invoice number, invoice type. So invoice number I will prepare A123. And I'm preparing some sample data for your understanding. A126. So that point, whatever the columns, main query we have used for example, those columns can be accessed into split by and delivered by options. So whatever the main query we have used in the data model, so those columns can be accessed in the split by and delivered by options. Okay. So case one. Okay. So if I mention in our requirement, if I mention invoice number as split by. If I mention invoice number as split by, invoice number as delivered by. If I mention invoice number as split by, invoice number as delivered by. So what is the outcome will go? So now invoice numbers are how many unique invoices are, right? How many invoices are there here?
5.
5. So what will happen? Every record will be split 5 times will be split. Okay. So 5 times will be 5 means 5 times split will be happened. 5 times split will be happened. So that means 5 different copies of 5 different copies of output will send to destination email. 5 different copies of the output will be sent to the destination email. So 5 times split will be happen. 5 different copies of the output will send to the destination email. Understand, right? So first time it will be split. It will create one record, split, and send to the email. So why? Because I already told you now. Split by means split this record and send to the email. Second record will be split, send to the email. Third record will be split, send to the email. Like that.
New email will be sent, sir.
Which one?
For every split, there will be sent by new email.
Yeah, email IDs the client will give. So in the real time, what will happen? The email addresses client will give, or maybe in the table level, the email addresses has stored. That email column we need to mention in the posting query. That I will tell you. Okay.
I think Sai Teja was asking 5 times that mail was sent or only 1 time that?
5 different copies of the email.
Like 5 mails.
5 mails, correct. 5 mails will be.
5 different mails, 5 different people,
Okay.
right, sir?
Not 5 different people.
5 different
I did not say 5 different people, right? Same email. Whichever the email you mention in the posting query. So whichever the email you mention in the posting query, that point you have to understand.
Okay, sir.
See, the point is, so okay, email thing you forgot, guys. Email means whichever the email you mention in the our posting query, that email it will go. So, but the point is how the split by and deliver by will work. 5 different copies of the emails will send. That means 5 emails will go with this. That is the case 1. Understand or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, case 2 will go. Okay, case 2. If I mention invoice number as split by invoice number as paid by invoice number as paid by delivered by is invoice type. Now tell me outcome.
Single copy will be sent to the destination email.
Here destination is only one, na?
Yes, yes.
Only one, right? Here
Standard.
destination is 5 times, right? Did you observe or not?
Yes.
Tell me. Or what is the outcome?
I think only one mail will send us.
One mail, correct.
That invoice number only.
Only one mail, correct answer.
Okay.
Like how many files?
5 files will be
5
sent, sir,
different files
because
in the same mail, sir.
Correct. 5 files in same mail. Correct.
5
answer.
files in same, yes.
Same. One email. One email. Huh? Understand, na? Okay. I will change the. Okay. I will change the data a little bit. I will change the data. A little bit. Okay. This is prepaid. Invoice type prepaid.
mail will be sent 2 times only, sir.
No, let me. You're very fast, man. I am not that much fast. Case 3. Case 3. If I mention.
Hello.
Yeah.
How many type of invoice are there?
How many types of
Invoice are there?
invoice types? I am not understanding. This is just sample data I have prepared. Invoice types are many types are there, around 8 or 10 in there. Standard, prepaid, quick match. So there are different types of invoices are there.
Okay.
So if you look at the, I think that is functional question. Invoice types in marketing. Standard, repayment, credit memo, debit memo. There are the invoice types. So I have prepared the explanation only sample data. So you can consider not only standard, you can consider withholding tax, interest, payment request. So anything you can consider. Okay. So if I mention invoice number as paid by, invoice number as paid by, invoice type as delivery by, invoice type, invoice type as delivery. If I mention invoice number as paid by, invoice type as the delivery by, then tell me what is the outcome.
2 different mails.
5 files in 2 different
2
emails.
copies.
2
2
copies.
copies in 1 mail and 3
1 mail and
copies
3
in 1 mail.
copies in 1 mail.
1 copy contains 3 files and 1 copy contains 2 files.
2
First,
files.
first email like that.
First email for standard, second email for prepaid.
Yeah, correct. Like that. Understand it? Okay. So now one more thing. Okay. So invoice type as case 4, same data. Case 4. invoice type as invoice type as split by invoice type as delivered by.
ఎండాకాలం వర్షాకాలం శీతాకాలం కలగజేసారు జర్చరాలు ఇచ్చావు పొడిపేరు రాజులు మానవయ్యా ఏ కాలం పొడిలే కూరగాయలు కావాలి ఇచ్చినందుకు శుభ్ర ఔషధాలు ఇచ్చావు శుభ్ర మానవుడికి ఎంత నీరు కావాలో ఎంత గాలి కావాలి ఎంత ఎదురు కావాలో
Case 4.
ఆహారం తినిపించావయ్యా
Sorry. So you take this data.
జ్ఞానం మా తెలుగు జ్ఞానం కదయ్యా కరెక్ట్ తెలివే సమస్తం కొన్ని ఇచ్చావు శుభ్ర ఆకాశం
Invoice type as split by invoice type as delivered by. I think this we have discussed now.
ఎన్నో రకాల వాసనలు ఇచ్చావు పెట్రోల్
No,
ఇచ్చావు
not discussed, right? Okay. So tell me guys, case 4. So this is the data. Invoice type as split by invoice type as delivered by.
And which data, sir? First data or this data, sir?
This data. Oh, sorry. Case 4.
5 files in one.
Only one
total
mail.
Total 6
one
mails.
email.
Total
One
6
file-
mails
one
will
file
be
only.
sent.
6 mails are.
One email.
Means
One email.
One email only.
One email, one file. 5 records will be there, na?
Yes, sir.
5 records will be there. So one attachment, 5 records will be there. Correct or not? Like that. So based on the data, based on the requirement, so we need to fulfill all the requirements. Okay. So in busting query also, in busting query also, we have 2 sections are there. In busting query also we have 2 sections are there. In busting query also we have 2 sections are there.
Vamshi?
Yeah.
Here split by means it will be sending individual mails, and if delivery by means it will be sending as a file, right?
Split by and deliver by basically to splitting the data and send to the respective delivery channel. So the delivering the data will be taken care by splitted records.
It means split
So-
email.
Hmm?
It means emails will be sent separately.
Yeah, email will be sent separately. Yeah, correct. Email will be sent to the separately.
Delivery by
So-
will be sent as a record, sir. One
Whatever
file.
the records we are splitting, right? So that records will be sent to the respective delivery channel email.
Okay.
So that delivery, whatever you mentioned delivery by, so you will ask the question here. So how in the busting query know how many records are delivered? So that we need to map in the busting query. That you will understand while you prepare the busting query. So in busting query also we have 2 sections. One is section 1. Section 1. In busting query also we have 2 sections are there. This is a standard. Section 1. Section 2. Section 1. This is the these 6 parameters are the same. Key name, template name, or report template name. So template name means what? How you will know the template name? So if you look at this one in the catalog, so this is the template name. So this is the template name, report template name. Template name. Which template of the data you want to key name, template name. Which language you want to send? Local.
జరిగించ శుక్రవారం ప్రార్థన పెట్టుకోవాలి
Output name.
ప్రార్థన పెట్టుకోవాలి
Output name, any name. Output format. Which format of the output you want to send? Output format. Delivery. Delivery channel name. Delivery channel name. Okay. So key name, template name, local, output name, output format name, delivery channel name. So key name. So for example, you have given invoice type as the delivery by. So then here you need to mention the invoice type. Okay. So this delivery by value, whatever you are giving, that should be matched in the key name. So whatever the delivery by value which you mentioned, that should be matched in the key name. So for example, you mentioned the requisition number as the delivery by. So that name you mentioned the key name. Okay. This should be matched in the. This should be matched in the.
అయినా నిత్య కూడా అక్కడ సాయంకాలం ప్రార్థన జరిగించవా ఈ సంవత్సరం అయితే అయ్యా ఉదయకాలం ఎవరిళ్ళ కడాలు చేసుకొని సాయంత్రం అయ్యా దేవ స్తోత్రం సాయంకాల సమయం కృపించవయ్యా కొంతమంది అయ్యా మేమైతే ముందు వచ్చేసిన తర్వాత ఎక్కించేదయ్యా అందరికీ సమర్పించినందుకు స్తోత్రాలు
Output name, any name.
పెట్టవయ్యా ఏ సమయంలో ఇచ్చినందుకు
Output format should be. Delivery channel should be. So this delivery channel, whatever it is there, right? So that. So here one thing you have to understand is, so this section 1, whatever I mentioned here, right? Till 5 parameters are same for every delivery channel. First 5 parameters are same for every delivery channel. Only here it will change. చేసుకునే అనేక మంది చిన్నవారు పెద్దవారు అనేక మంది సేవకులు సేవకురాలు విశ్వాసుల్ని తలబడిన వారిని తీసుకొచ్చి అక్కడ ప్రార్థనతో ఉంచవయ్యా అయా ప్రార్థన చూపించావు స్తోత్రం నాయన 7 వారాల ప్రార్థనలు ఎన్నో రకాలుగా చూపించి this section 1, whatever the parameters we are using, so these parameters are same for every delivery channel except delivery channel name. Section 1. Delivery channel. Right? But these names you have to change, guys. Key name. For example, in another report, delivered by name is person number, acquisition number. So based on that you need to change. When I say same means don't give the same values. Template name, one report is different name, right? Another report is different name, right? That names you need to follow. Got it or not?
For example, in the above case, in the above example, if you are using delivery by
example.
invoice type, we have to write key name as twice, no? Standard for standard one time and prepaid one time. 2 sections.
Then invoice type you need to give.
Yeah. For example, if you are using invoice type, section key name should be standard and standard. That's it, no?
Case 4, which like
this one example. This case.
So in this case, invoice type we need to give here. Key name we need to give the invoice type.
Invoice type. If you are having multiple key names,
multiple key names, how you can give here? You will not give multiple key names.
Different sections, huh? In the above example, you showed another standard and prepaid.
That's data kada.
Okay.
So column we can give only one here.
Okay.
You understand or not? See, you maybe you have a little confusion. Data different, column different, right? So in the you say select the plus here. Here I can give only one column, right?
Yes, yes.
I cannot give multiple columns, right? So that means, for example, if you are giving the requisition number as a delivery by, so in our busting query also, you need to give the requisition number.
The column name.
Column name we need to give, data we will not
Okay.
give, right? Okay. Section 2, we need to pass the busting parameters. We need to pass the busting parameters based on the delivery channel. For example, if the delivery channel is email, okay, we have to busting parameters based on the delivery channel. The delivery channel is email, we have to pass below parameters. Understand, right? So there are the busting parameters we need to use. So these are the parameters we use. So that means, so from subject. If I mention the true here, attachment will go. Okay. So reply to means in the that means when you are getting any email from the book my show or in the below reply to something is there, na? So that name which email ID you want to do, BCC. Parameter 9 and 10 we are not using. So we need to merge. We need to merge. We need to merge the section 1 and section 2. We need to merge the section 1 and section 2 and put in the busting query. We need to put in the busting query.
Sir, in real time interview also they ask what parameters have an email, an FTP, like that. They ask us.
200% they will ask this question. 200% they will ask.
Okay.
100% interview question.
Okay.
So they will ask email parameters. They will ask FTP parameters. They will ask WCC parameters. So this we have to remember.
Okay.
Most majorly, guys, I'm telling you, busting majorly they will ask email parameters, FTP, and web center content. So in our classes also we are going to cover these 3 topics only. So because we have not covered fax and printer, all these things. So I think one example, you see, because we are going to see 3 examples, right? So you will understand. This. So whatever the section 1 and section 2 is there. So section 1 is the this parameters. This is same for every delivery channel. And section 2 based on the delivery channel name. So this will be changed. So we need to make the section 1 and section 2 and put in the busting query. And final step is we need to map this busting definition into report properties. We need to map the busting definition into report properties. So that means we are preparing the busting in the data model level. Right? We are preparing the busting in the data model level. But how the template know? Oh, we need to tell the template also, right? Template means in the catalog. You understand, right? In the catalog. So this is our template, right? So data model is only background process, right? So whatever the busting definition we have created here, that needs to be mapped in the report properties. That needs to be mapped in the report properties. How to map? But tomorrow we'll see complete practical. Today I am telling only theoretical part. So if you go to the properties, so there is a okay, there is enable busting. This checkbox will be checked. So we have not configured the busting rate. That is the reason. So this is grayed out. This is grayed out. Okay. So to execute the busting, so after you done all the steps to execute the busting, client will tell when this busting should execute. To execute this busting, client will tell schedule the busting. Schedule the busting means what? Like every day you want to run this busting, or every 2 days you want to run the busting, every month you want to send the busting, like that. So most of the time in the busting we were using the real-time HCM guys. HCM, for example, employee birthday is there. So every year I would like to send the employee email birthday wishes. So maybe you are working in the companies, definitely small companies, they are going to send the birthday email, anniversary email. For example, you have completed 1 year. So that you are getting email, right? So getting emails or not? Maybe those are working. So that email coming not for one person is there, that person is sending. It's not like that. So that is automatic emails. That is automatic emails through busting or some other mechanisms they are using. So that program will run and you will send the birthday email, anniversary email, like that. So that is one use case. Another use case is after a month, once you receive the salary, you will receive the pay slip to your email, right? So that is also through busting only. Okay. So another, for example, you are going to complete the trainings. So they are going to send the reminders, right? Reminder, complete the training, complete that training, complete this training, like that, right? Did you observe?
It's like alert, sir.
It's a alert or whatever you feel. But I say that some information will be sending to the respective stakeholders. Okay. So today I explain only theoretical part, guys, but tomorrow we'll show you one practical example. Practical example already I have explained. So requisition number wise, how we are splitting the data, requisition number wise, how we are sending the respective delivery. So that is one of the best requirement I have done. So that I will show tomorrow.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir. Can I ask?
Yeah.
Sir, I try to build a report, sir. Like active invoices in AP. For that, I take two columns for like supply number and the supply name.
Oh.
In AppSO here, I take the AP supplier balance ITF one table name. But when I use that one in data model, I am not getting the data. I don't know why, sir. But the remaining tables are working fine, sir. Like AP invoice is all. Is there any?
సేమ్
We'll
ఇష్యూ
take
సార్.
okay.
మీరు ఇచ్చిన టేబుల్స్ లోనే వెండర్ ఐడి డేటా కూడా కనిపించట్లేదు సార్. సేమ్ టేబుల్స్ యూజ్ చేసా.
Maybe you use the dev 66. Maybe in other instance is there na that EH5 something is there na. So that instance there is no data. You try in the dev 66.
అండ్ రిక్విజిషన్ నెంబర్ కూడా 2 digits ఏ వస్తుంది నా దాంట్లో.
Yeah, some instances there is no data. So whatever the other instances na, that is not working properly. The data issue is there in that. You try in the dev 66.
Okay.